Shut up and sit down.
Welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to look more at Moruya and the connections mathematically with all the other sites and the ley lines, because I'm asking the question why do these places like Moruya have a mountain like this one? Is there any connection between Moruya and Mount Meru at the center of the earth? Egypt has also been known as Taurus and Bull Mountain, Tauros, or Taurus, the bull, Alpha, the Aleph, the ox. What's in front of the Bull Mountain in Moruya, the Pyramid Mountain? Tauros head, so head of the bull. Another name for the central point is the World Tree. The World Tree. And what's a very sacred site and a place everyone visits in Tauros Head? It would be one tree, a Norfolk pine. There was a very old tree there. This is a new one, but the old one died. Of course, we can't forget the Catholics. They're always onto it, aren't they? So we've got the top here with the cross, and from the bridge on the very first pillar on the southern side, looking through this church, through that cross on the top, actually at the very other end of the church, but the same cross at the very other end, it crosses straight through. You look through the cross and you've hit the very top of the Moruya mountain. So you stand on the bridge and you look through the Catholic Church cross and hit direct on the mountain. Well, here we are. We're at the top. Top was a bit fucking further than I thought. But look what we found here. Now I found the 1800 and what was it, 60 or something? Maybe 1880s maybe. And the surveyor was up here. And he surveyed this whole hill and Pigeon House Mountain that way and Mount Dromedary South down that way. It's on his drawings, but he's actually got on there as well basaltic outcrop. So that's been there since he came up here in 1880 something. So that lump of stone's been there for a while, and in the top of it there's a hole. It's covered in a bit of tin. Look. So, I'll put my hand down there, but there's nothing in there, of course. But who knows? If I dug deeper, there might be, but someone might have been here before me, I'd say. Pretty cool, though, isn't it? Right at the top of the Pyramid Mountain, we find one of these. Now, it's been here since 1800 and something, so I don't know, Aboriginal guys or what? Found this little bugger. It's got some notes and that in here from some walkers coming up here. So the latest one was 2004, so nearly since 19 years ago. The last person up here by the look of it, or last person to leave a note in there. But I don't think this place is frequented very much. But tell you now, it wasn't fucking easy getting here. The hills on that motorbike, I swear I fucking nearly gave up a couple of times. I got stuck on the hill a couple of times, stalled it. Anyway, I pushed on, but
she's fucking hard to get to. I'll put this back in here.
as far as I can see, this is all just loose rock all the way up. Like, there really is no soil up here. It's just loose rock rolling down the hill. I'm telling ya, they built this thing. It's not normal. It ain't natural, and this shit here, everywhere going all the way up, it just seems to me like there was a lot of labour. This is an unnatural mound. I'm not a geologist in that, I know, but this, what's the fucking, this is just loose. It's just loose. The whole thing's just been piled up, like they just brought buckets of shit and just stacked it for fucking ages. Look at it. Is this normal sort of just what happens on hillsides? I don't know. It's pretty weird. Look at all the different sizes. Like they're just, it's like it's just been stacked. Guys, I'm telling you, I can't walk anywhere. It's piled up rocks. I just stood on this fucker here and just started sliding down the hill because they're all loose. They're all loose. This hill, just going up to that fucking basaltic outcrop up the top there, you know, that little pile. This whole thing is just a stack of rocks. I don't know if it goes the whole way to the bottom of the mountain. I think that'd be 1,000 years worth of labour, forget it. But I think the top half, I think maybe the top, I don't know, 40, 50, I don't know how many metres, but I don't know where it stops, this loose rock. I'll go down further and see where it stops. That might be able to tell where it starts to just become a fucking pile of rocks. Have you ever seen anything so ridiculous in all your life? I don't think you guys can actually tell what I'm looking at here is in how big this is. It looks small in my camera here. It is fucking enormous. Fucking enormous. Like that's insane. And guess what? It's just sticking out of the ground. I mean, you know, rocks grow out of the ground like that, don't they? But then look what we've got over here. Is it just one rock, you know, with a little... Check this out. He might have a friend, look. Look at this. Oh! Yeah, all right. The spirits are fucking dense in this area. And then I mean, look at that bulge around the bottom there, that big. That's enormous. I mean, what the fuck was it? Was it a big tree? It's petrified, or maybe with that lumpy thing? I don't know. But then there's this one here too. Look at the size of these fucking things, man. I wish I could sort of put my camera down and go over and stand next to it, then you can see like this thing. Like I'm only gonna be about that high where that this is. Look at it, sticking out the ground. Like it's insane. They're insane. And cameras don't at all show you sort of how big it is. They're just sticking out of the ground. They're the craziest things. Amazing. Pretty crazy.